Okay, good morning, guys. I just want to make you aware of Djin, which are like demons. Djin handed down models of dimensions. So the other day I saw a few videos from this Alpha Male Rising channel on organic portals, and then I noticed this dimensions video here, and it says heaven is 7, angels is in 6, 5 have the demons and 4 have the spirit, 3 is you. And this is an absolute Hylic model. This is an absolute Hylic retarded model of dimensions. And how I know is because immediately I saw it and said, okay, what can I do with that? Can't do anything with it. Absolutely nothing you can do with that model. It's an absolute Hylic model. This is for the organic portals, like to just have something to think about for like 2 seconds and go, oh, okay, so there's dimensions and there's heaven. And then bang, that's it. There's nothing else you can take from that. You see the difference between the model I'm giving you. This is a Djin handed down model of dimensions to stop your ability to ascend, because there's no path there. There is no path there. There is nothing correlating to physical reality. It's not how light is manifested. What I'm always telling you, those models, the dimensions I'm always speaking about, that has substance and reality. Once you figure that out, you can correlate it to even psychedelic trips. That's what's interesting about this. And the fifth dimension, I've heard no other person ever say that demons are from the fifth dimension. They're fourth dimensional entities. He's got Yeshua, so that when you have Yeshua written there, you're under the spell of the eighth dimensional Yahweh virus.
I'm still learning more about this dimension stuff.
Yeah, so he's still learning more about the dimensions and stuff anyway. I thoroughly understand the dimensions, and I'm not even going to watch that video because I don't want to get copyright. And I thought maybe that was going to be on the screen, so we don't even need to watch the video. Because look, this, if he's talking about anything to do with this model, it's not him I'm aiming at. I'm aiming at this model on the screen here. This is the problem. That is not a good model to go by. It's not going to help you get anywhere. Do you understand? That's why I'm saying this, because I'm a way shower. There is no way there. There's no way of traversal in that model. Okay, in the model I'm always trying to talk about, which is very complex. It's reality. It's hard to understand everything. But see how simple this model is? That's how you know it's not true at all. There's nothing to it. There's no substance to it. It's for a Hylic. I'm not calling him a Hylic, alpha male here, but I'm saying that the model itself is a Hylic, Djin handed down model, which basically stops your path of ascension, because unless you figure it all out yourself, but it doesn't give you any help. You know what I mean? It doesn't give you a hand. It just keeps you trapped, because you still don't know now. Okay, where do I go inside when I see all these visions? Is there anything to correlate? On this model, no. There isn't, because in the fifth dimension, it's not just demons. There's like the different races per dimension. Andromedans are ninth dimensional. The ninth dimension has to do with time. Where is time in this model? There's not even time. It's just a simple Hylic model. Don't you see that? Heaven, angels, demons, spirit. Oh, come on. Like, what Hylic passed this on to us? There's absolutely nothing in this. Look at it. It's a nice little rainbow to keep you amused. Yay. When I tell you dimensions, remember I'm always correlating it to everything I can. Because if it's real, it has to be real. It has to correlate. For instance, the fifth dimension is not just demons. That's, for instance, Syrians. And Syrians are like, that movie Knowing with Nicolas Cage in it? And he meets those like light beings, which are white. They're like white color, like luminous, tall like light beings, that's more what Syrians are like. True Syrians, because I have a lot of energy from Sirius, and it's a trinary system. We are not those little grey alien Syrian hybrids, nor are those little blue alien, grey alien hybrids Octurians from the 8th dimension. They're hybrids of the greys. If they've got a big head, it doesn't matter what colour it is, it's a hybrid. It's not the real thing. They're again stopping your ascension and like false ascension stuff. Okay, that's what they've got to do with. So anything with a little big head, like I showed you in one of my videos, the blue alien, you see a little thumbnail on the video of the blue aliens, and I said fake Octurians. It's the same thing with the fake Syrians, the little grey alien hybrids. That is not what the Syrians are. It's what I keep trying to tell people. They're not physical. And these are, you know, higher dimensional beings, and you have to be in that dimension to interact with them. You do not interact with them here in 3rd dimension, in ego sense. It's light body, it's higher dimensional. Now anyway, to further the idea how I'm always giving you correlations, like for instance I already have with the beings from different dimensions, but I see that's not strong. That's why I always talk about the dimensions in the layers of the manifestation of light manner. You know how I always say the 5th dimension is like the unified field from science, not just demons like we have on the screen here. You see now how stupid this model is? You cannot go off something like this. So if someone is behind a thumbnail like that, I'm not even going to listen. I'm not going to necessarily. I might listen, but I'm not going to take in as belief and straight away go, oh yeah, to what they're saying, because they're standing behind a retarded model here. It's a Hylic model. Can't do anything with it. So everything you say to do with this model is going to be, atrophy. It's going to be non-useful. It's going to be lower. It's going to be, confusing or adding to the wrong pile. It's not how you want to progress. And, I'm always giving you correlations of the layers of the manifestations of light, but these dimensions I speak of, they're not just the layers of manifestation of light, how light comes from the highest possible vibration and slows down into density, but it's also that they are worlds within worlds with these beings, like the Andromedans are 9th dimensional, the Octurians are 8th dimensional. I've had experiences with these beings as well, and they're STO. They're not evil beings. They do not appear in any way to me to be evil or demonic. Anyway, then you have the Syrians, which are 5th dimensional, and there's different dimensional correlations to some of these star races, so to speak, which are allegedly, star races, but dimensional races is probably a better idea to think of them like that, because you need to get away from the physical idea, from attachment to physical, because these higher dimensions, they're not like that. They're not like here, okay? But anyway, I just wanted to reiterate that, how I'm always talking about these set of dimensions. Well, you'll notice that, they actually have correlation to reality and how reality is. Like 3rd dimension is a zonal reality, not just a little picture of you. You see the little head, the little man there in the number 3. Not just like that. Yes, it relates to your ego, the 3rd dimension, because the ego is the steward of the body, and the 3rd dimension is a zonal reality. I've given examples before, like your cell is a zonal reality, then you're made up of 10 trillion cells, and you yourself are a zonal reality, but then you make up a cell in humanity, and that's reverbal fractication, or reverbifractal occasion. Anyway, and look here, it says 5th dimension demons. Oh, come on, the acacia is 5th dimensional, so now the acacia is suddenly demonic. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to end the video on that, because I think it's pretty obvious by now what I'm trying to say, that you can't do anything with this model. It's a Hylic Djin handed down model. And he should know what I'm talking about because he mentions djinns. So maybe that's an influence of Djin on you, my friend. So here I am on another channel, Scintilla Spintha, and in this video they show that in 5D, that website in 5D is showing the 7th dimensional Hylic model as well.
In order to preserve its existence.
7 density, 6 density, 5th density. This is just like the same as that other 7th dimensional model. 7 density model of consciousness. These are Hylic models. Actually don't do anything for you pragmatically. And they don't do anything for you really spiritually either. Because there's no progression to take through this model. There's nothing to learn from it. Because it's a Hylic fake model. It's nothing.